just by your answer, sweetie, I can tell you go, this is classic. Yeah, right, whatever. Here's what is on your mind. I'm a big, arrogant, big mouth fucking asshole, right? And you want to destroy that any way you can.
Joe from SNR Coffee. Welcome back, dude.
What's up?
I'm glad I have you back on the show. You're one of the guests I really regretted not having a video episode for the first time around. Yeah. It was fun. You know, we did audio only, but I'm like, man, I wish I could show all the stuff you're doing. You know, you're doing a lot of cool coffees and different shit.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out in your setup over there, and we're listening to music. It was such a good vibe. So thanks for coming back and doing a video one, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to be back, man. I've seen you doing a lot of cool shit now. So
yeah, it's been fun.
I've been trying to tap in with you, but trying to find the right moment. And I feel like this was cool because there's a lot going on right now and a lot of stuff that we're both interested in.
Yeah.
That has kind of like come spearheaded like into this day. So, and this works. And we still got another night of stuff.
Yeah, it's still tonight, dude.
Still tonight, yep. So we got UFC 309.
Yeah, dude, 309's tonight. We got some people on the card that we are interested in. Marcus McGee's on the card.
Yeah.
On the featured prelim. So
local guy.
Yeah, that guy's fucking awesome, and I think he's gonna do good. But while I have you here, dude, let's talk about can we talk about your coffee stuff before we get into that?
Yeah, sure.
What's been going on with SNR Coffee, dude? I've always been keeping up with that. I know you've been doing some stuff. Been doing some places, some spots.
Yeah, so SNR Coffee has kind of taken on its own little life, and just trying to keep it like maintained for right now because I still have like a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I can't make too many commitments, but you know, it has a lot of avenues of opportunity that I've been taking, you know, here and there. You know, I've been committing to a lot more stuff than I have over the last year. The latte art itself has taken on its own little life as well. I went to LA to compete in a really big competition.
You had fun?
It was fun. I got sick on day one in LA, and I just was not like, I was not feeling LA for like literally the first 10 hours I was there. I was like, I should just go home.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was horrible. But
so it was off to a bad start.
And then like the actual expo itself was kind of like whack. So I was just like, I mean, you know, I wasn't feeling good and it didn't really go the way I wanted it to. So then I went home. But other than that, you know,
but you went all the way out there.
Yeah, I went all the way out there.
It's
yeah,
fucking cool, dude.
It was cool to do a little solo trip. Like I had nobody with me.
Really?
So I was just me. I was just
that's probably why you felt sick out there.
Probably.
You're like, I don't feel right.
I don't feel right. No, I was.
You gotta go home.
I was in. I stayed in downtown LA, which was like a bad move.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. You know, so I thought downtown LA was a lot like downtown Phoenix, where there's homeless.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's homeless people there, but they're in like one spot. Like, don't go to Skid Row, obviously. Yeah. But I was wrong. Like the entire, like downtown. LA is all Skid Row. Like,
wow. So it's been getting worse and worse ever since.
Every corner is Skid Row in LA.
Fuck,
it is crazy. Like it's not. Like there's no escaping it. I was in Little Tokyo, so right in the middle.
Up your alley.
Yeah, which is a lot of fun. Like day one, like I got there and I'm like, I woke up the next morning and I hear screaming and I'm like, who knows how high up into the? I stayed at like the Hyatt and looking down at the window, I can see directly down the street. Homeless guy screaming. He grabs one of those like rental scooters and throws it at a car that's passing by, and I'm like, we're here, baby.
This is LA.
Yeah, this is LA, dude.
To live and die in LA.
Yeah. It was kind of a unique experience because like walking, I woke up early enough to where nothing was open, like not even coffee shops. You know, it was like 8.
I did see you hit up a bunch of shops, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's fun.
I walked around like that part of LA like on foot, and I'm going around like, man, everything's fucking shut down. I'm over here thinking like, you know, half this place is not even open. It's like it kind of looks like The Last of Us.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, where like nothing's open, but then
like hit or miss.
9 o'clock,
like,
9 o'clock hits, and then like shops that were like boarded up and like gated up or just open, like they just unveil, and
so they get like a late start. The homeless people affect even that. They're like, we don't start at 7, we go 9. Make sure they're really in their fucking slumber.
Yeah, well, downstairs in my hotel, like I went downstairs and they have like amenities and stuff like that, but then they have a bunch of like exits, but a lot of them are closed because like the doors are all busted and like the windows are cracked, and I'm like, I'm in a really nice hotel, mind you, and I'm like,
I paid.
It was rough.
What's
it was
up,
rough.
LA?
Yeah, LA is just
Let's get it together out there.
downtown LA. Because I wasn't where the people live. I'm where the people work.
Yeah,
So I
that
don't think
makes
anybody,
sense.
nobody like stays there. So
You were just like in some weird industrial homeless.
yeah, there's no like pressure to keep it like beautiful because
Mhm.
it's like yeah, there's culture, but like I feel like that culture only goes there for fun and then they leave. Like
Yeah.
like I wasn't in Glendale or
Damn.
Riverside or nothing like that. So
was the expo thing near there?
yeah, so it
So
was
it's
at
all
the
easy.
LA Convention Center.
So it's easy enough to just
yeah,
stay there.
I just Ubered to
Yeah.
different places. I went to a couple places to eat. I went to Daybird, tried that really expensive fish sandwich, which was just all right.
It wasn't all that.
Wasn't all that.
I haven't seen that.
I think food influencers are kind of like it is what it is. It's a business. Like they
Yeah.
almost have to make it seem like yeah, this is worth going to
Yeah.
because the traffic of like the views anyways drives what they're doing. But
Yeah, it's true. It's like when the celebrities were doing like the Bitcoin stuff.
yeah,
Like they're just pumping up a coin, and then it's like I don't care what happens
Mhm.
after this. It's like they move on.
yeah. So I went to this place called Daybird, and like I don't know if you know, they're like
I haven't heard of that
they're
one.
popular for the fish sandwich that has the caviar in the
Ooh.
tartar sauce,
Okay.
and it's like $80 or something. For
You're like, give me one of those.
I'll take one. And then, but it's a tiny little restaurant. It's like probably
Okay.
no bigger than the size of this room we're in right now.
That's cool.
There's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to eat.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh, it makes sense that these influencers are eating it in their car because they literally cannot eat anywhere
Yeah.
else. But it kind of looked like that when you pull up and it looks like one of those small like liquor store like liquor store plazas where it's like just an L-shaped thing, right?
Yeah.
So there's maybe
little strip mall thing.
5 little part. Like there was Daybird, a 7-Eleven, and like a wig shop. You know what I mean? Like
Ethiopian wig shop.
Ethiopian wig shop.
Like what?
So yeah, they're in their car and they're scared. They're like,
yeah, they're on head on a swivel.
Yeah,
your car's the safest place to eat it.
The Uber left, and I was like, maybe I should have made him stay. Like,
yeah,
that felt like unsafe. I was like, damn, now I gotta wait for the next Uber to pick me up, and then I gotta go all the way back to the hotel to eat it. But it was all right. I mean, but that's like the thing about they never mention it when it's viral. They're just like, yeah, you gotta go here. I'm like,
yeah. By the way,
I should have drove here.
The fucking hassle. That's cool. So, what was your favorite place you seen out there? Which one did go good? All the coffee shit you posted looked cool. I think you bought a bag of beans or something.
Yeah, I bought a few things. Couple roasts from a couple shops. I went to Stereoscope, which is like a chain that's out there that's really good.
Cool.
I like it a lot. I also went to this place called Thank You Coffee. It's a small little like Chinese kind of shop.
That's cool shit too. I think that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that one was really cool. I'm not sure if they're Chinese or not, but
it
feels that way because it was a tiny little door and they had little ceramics and all that stuff.
They had food in the window.
No. There was ducks hanging.
Meat, meat in the window.
No, it was a really cool place.
No, yeah, that all looked cool. Like your trip online looked different from what you're telling. It looked like super cool and neat and like.
Yeah, I try to make the most of it, but I could not
spots.
get out of LA fast enough.
Damn.
Like I was supposed to be there till Wednesday. I left Monday morning.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it was bad. But actually, I went to Long Beach like last month, and it was like 10 times better than going to LA.
Damn. What'd you do there? Same shit?
Same
food
shit.
And stuff?
We went to Universal Studios. Not Universal. I'm sorry.
What's out there? Knott's Berry?
Knott's Berry Farm. Yeah. That's where we went. That was cool. We did the scary stuff. The Knott's Scary Farm.
Oh, okay. They have like a Halloween theme or something.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. We went to the beach. I didn't even know Long Beach had a beach. I just thought it was called Long Beach.
Yeah. I could play on words.
Yeah, but
it's was like keep going. It's way down there. It's long.
It's an industrial beach though. Like the ports are there. Like they do a lot of the drop off stuff. The Queen Mary's there. It's like the haunted ship. Yeah. But it was actually really cool. It was a really nice scenery. The food in Long Beach was really good.
You prefer Long Beach?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was a lot more. It was a lot more fun. A lot more things going on too.
Cleaner,
believe it or not. But it was still, it's still the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's where the people live. It's not where people
California, man. It's like that. It's like you go there and you expect so much, and then you're like, this is it? This is Pink's Hot Dogs or whatever?
I don't even know where I'm going to park. Like,
yeah, dude. But that's cool, though.
Yeah. But yeah, so the latte art's been I'm getting a lot better at it, I'd say.
You know what's funny? Every time I see you post something, you're like, criticize your own picture. You're like, oh, this one wasn't as good. I'm like, dude, it all looks fire. I don't know that little tiny differences.
Yeah.
You're like, this wing on this side wasn't complete or whatever. I'm like, I don't know what this is, dude.
Yeah,
it all looks so cool. Like I wouldn't even want
I'm
to
just hard on myself. So
Yeah.
when it does actually like when it matters, like it's gonna be something that like when it matters, I'm gonna be way ahead of what I have.
Right. Yeah, you got to go high expectations.
Yeah, kind of, because sometimes like it comes down to like those little things. Like one wing was higher, this was uneven.
You know, you ever go back and look at your old stuff and see?
Yeah.
See what you were doing?
Garbage.
Really?
Garbage.
Is it hard to do? Go back and look?
No.
You're like, oh, cringe.
No, but it's hard to go back and look at something that I thought was good, and I was talking about how good it was when it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then like you talk to other people who were really good during that time, and they're probably looking at my shit like, "Yeah, dog, you're."
But they're being nice. They're being nice. They're like, "Oh, good job, man. You're on your way." Yeah, that shit seems really difficult, dude.
Yeah. But other than that, like the actual pop-up side of everything's been really cool.
Yeah.
Getting a lot more pop-ups. Doing a lot more at the Carmody, which is like a collective space for like there's like a salon in there. There's a crystal place, a little bodega in there.
Ethiopian wig shop.
Ethiopian wig shop
is up there.
Yeah, my homie Kelly, she runs a place called Bloom Bodega, and it's like a little snack shop, you know. You can get cool stuff, and she like gets it from cool vendors all around the valley, and she's been giving me those opportunities to pop up and do little things like every other weekend. So
that's tight, dude.
Then I'm still doing stuff at Chilte.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna do a latte art class next Sunday, the 23rd. I'll be posting about it, so sign up.
Sunday the 23rd. Just tap in on your post.
Sorry, the 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Someone's birthday. 11/24.
Yeah.
You're gonna do art class. Sign up. Just go to your Instagram and sign up.
Yeah, sign up. Or sign up. Send me the Venmo or whatever it is, and then we'll get you.
That's cool, dude.
Signed up to learn the basics.
You'll be able to get your hands on.
Yeah. You're gonna be able to do all that.
Learn how to at least fuck it up. There's no way I'm gonna be doing a good thing in the beginning.
The biggest thing I'm gonna teach people, and because I'm gonna be doing a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of staff members from Chilte that do run the coffee bar in the morning there, like how to dial in, do workflow, how to texture milk, you know. So a lot of latte art is not only like how cool it looks, but how it tastes and how it feels.
Ooh.
So the better the art is in the cup sometimes is an indication of how better the mouthfeel and texture is of the coffee when you drink it. So
layers.
And like, you know, sometimes like latte art can be really thin, like the actual texture of the milk itself. And if you give that to a server that's trying to like take it across the restaurant, like if it's thin, it's gonna like wiggle and splash all up in the cup. But if it's like a perfect texture, like if it's perfect texture, once it gets to the customer, that thing's like not moving. It's a little stiff.
Yeah.
So it'll get there.
I never even thought of that. It's like, how long do you want this to preserve that?
Yeah. Sometimes, you're going to sacrifice like that kind of texture. Like if you're going just for the art, but if you're serving a customer, like there's a certain way you got to texture the milk. So that's what I'm going to be teaching. Like, if I'm going to serve it to somebody, I'm not going to give them thin milk, although the art looks better, but the texture of the milk is what really matters. So
they won't like the cup after they're having it in their hands. So what's the point?
They'll be drinking, they'll be like, oh, this is just like hot water.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I figured you had to do it all with the same consistency and just figure it out. Like
certain designs you can't achieve with like just certain textured milk, but
gotcha. Very interesting. We're gonna learn all about that on the 24th, dude.
Yeah.
So sign up for that. That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool that you're willing to share your knowledge. You're not even hanging on to it. You're like, I'll show you guys.
Oh, I don't hang on the knowledge at all.
That's cool.
Not even down to like the syrups that I make.
You talked to us before about the syrups you discovered or like working on and stuff.
Yeah, I don't gatekeep anything, and cool. I don't think it's worth gatekeeping, honestly. Like,
but it's also like a sign that you're good at it, and you're like, I can, like holding on to one little aspect of it. I'll teach you stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, you get better when you teach, right?
Yeah, you get better when you teach and coach and analyze, and
you realize like I didn't even do that for myself, and I'm telling someone to do it. I should start doing that. A little shit, right? Like little tips.
There's a little more accountability in what you do when you teach people stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like even when people ask me like, "Hey, what's in this?" I don't know. I'm never gonna be like, "I can't tell you. It's a secret recipe." I'm gonna be like, "Nah, like if you work at a coffee shop on the other side of town and they don't have something that I offer and you want to learn how to make it or how I came up with it and I can show you and tell you, sure, I'm down to tell you because like cool. I feel like good coffee across the board should be attainable like any side of town you go to, because I try to hold up my end on the west side, and there's nothing over here except like a Starbucks and Black Rock, and
Those are okay.
Those are okay.
Mexican mocha from Black Rock. Those
Yeah.
are all right.
There's some cool little like places out here now. Little trucks that have been floating around here. If you like Hello Kitty stuff, there's a lot of cool stuff like that.
Oh man, there's a Hello Kitty truck out there doing coffee.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them. I really don't. I know all I know is Cafe Picas.
Uh,
They do a lot of like Hello Kitty and cute stuff, and then there's another one. I think it's Cafecito something.
damn, it's like
But
a trend.
They do, yeah. The Hello Kitty stuff's a trend.
Wow.
I'm trying to jump on. What's up?
You're like, I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. Don't worry.
That's funny, dude.
Heartstrong.
So what do they make it look like it, or they? Just
I
colors?
think they have like I haven't tried it myself, but I know some of them do like the 3D printed like
Oh, what?
garnishes. So
What?
yeah, I think they're like edible like communion wafers. I don't know.
What?
They look like
the body of Christ.
the
dude.
body of Christ, but Hello Kitty shaped.
Right on your cup of coffee, dude. Let's try that. If you guys have any digital printers or whatever 3D printers out there, I seen the one. This guy was putting like names on blunts.
Yeah.
Full rolled blunts, and then he was putting the Yankees on there and smoking it.
I was at the MGM like little thing that's outside of the Cardinal Stadium. You know that little area on the grass.
Yeah.
They have like a printer that prints like pictures on top of people's beer foam.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, dude, this is like some other shit.
That's
like,
next level, bro.
Yeah.
It's like all the shit you thought technology was gonna do, but it's not. It's doing this. It's like no flying cars. It's just getting porn better, making your beer.
Yep. That's how I'm trying to send dick pics from now on.
Yeah,
print it on somebody's beer and just
on their latte.
Yeah, here you go, bro.
Here you go, man. Like, look at all the veins and stuff. That's not cheap. That Amazon printer wasn't cheap.
No.
Well, thanks for sharing all that, dude. I'm hoping people do your class. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Because I always enjoy your coffee. I enjoy what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
You know, and it's like, it's cool to hear you say like other people can do it too. You know, like, oh shit, it looks really special and unique. And I'm sure it is. You're a talented dude, but it's cool that you want to share it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to help people grow, and if that's something, I mean, if it's something that they want to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, you'll find another guy or gal that's into it, and you're like, boom, sparks.
So this will be my second crack at teaching a class too, because I did one at Awaken Cafe in Scottsdale.
I didn't know about that.
Which is like a church cafe. I did it with Clay Coffee. They're like their wholesale bean people, and then he kind of hired me to go help them dial their beans in, and then like how to do latte art. And it was a lot of fun, but I rushed it because they had a lot of people, and I only had a certain amount of time.
But you learned from that one.
Yeah, so this one will be a little more structured, a little more the basics. Like I'm not gonna throw you in the pond, teach you how to swim. You know, we're gonna
pond water.
Yeah, pond water.
That's cool, dude.
Pond water.
Pond water. That's really cool, dude. And I didn't know you had already done a class.
Yeah.
Dope.
This will be cool. These will be with people I know. So, the other time I didn't know any of them. So
cool. I'm gonna try to get down there and learn.
Yeah.
Try to impress somebody.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm very lucky and very blessed. So there'll be other cool things coming along.
I see you working hard on that.
Yeah, probably new stickers pretty soon here. Probably do another collab with somebody else new in like the spring. I think we're aiming for. Can't talk about it now, but
can't talk about it because he's probably got new recipes for it too.
Yeah, no,
no, maybe they got little things,
maybe
sprinkle, whatever seasonal spring herbs, whatever.
Yeah, maybe, but I plan on getting a new cart and all that stuff too.
Oh shit! Don't talk too much about it.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what we can talk about, dude? Is last night. You asked me what I did last night. I watched the Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
You want to know how?
How?
I watched it first on my TV app, right? And then that started freezing up. Then someone on Facebook was really cool, and they're like, the mobile app works the best.
Okay.
So eventually we tried all the TVs in the house, but it ended up to where we were just in my son's room watching it on my wife's phone because that was the best app that was streaming.
Yeah, my phone worked the best out of everything.
Yeah, and it was like a round ahead of everything else. So
yeah, it was unfortunate. Like what we did is we got it to work pretty well on the TV, but we paused it for like 30 minutes.
Big mistake.
So we went on like with our lives for like 30 minutes, and then we came back and pressed play, and then it went through the rest of the night without loading or without.
Oh, it was good?
It was good.
Oh, that was your solution. Just leave it.
Just leave it.
Pause it.
Pause it because it's having a hard time catching
up. Just be old school and be like, it's a commercial.
No, just pause it and then just put your phone away so you don't know anything.
That's smart.
So then we did that and it worked out.
And that was for the main fight?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you watch any of the other fights? leading up?
Yeah, so I did watch the Katie Taylor Amanda Serrano.
That was pretty good.
That was a really good fight.
That was a good fight.
That was a really good fight. Very early 2000s, like. But
Antonio Barrera, yeah. I was gonna say Barrera and
Eric Morales, like
yeah.
those kind of fights, like
yeah,
those old school
they had
Mexican
3
fights.
crazy fights, dude.
Yeah,
I used to watch those highlights back all the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the early Manny Pacquiao fights. Like that's
Yeah.
that's what reminded me of. Like these were
Yeah, it was.
these were crazy.
They were going forward a lot. The one girl, I guess it was headbutts, but I mean they were both crashing forward. I feel like
Katie Taylor leads with her head, and it's just what happens, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter. Like it's gonna happen. The only thing that bothered me the most was the point being deducted
for that.
Like 4 or 5 rounds after the initial headbutt that cut her
Yeah.
open, because like you can't take a point away for somebody who's leading
An
with their
accident.
head. But there was no at that point there was no foul, there was no infraction. Like she didn't even headbutt her.
Oh, when he took the point.
When he took the point away, he just didn't like how she was leading in.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no clash of heads at that point.
So that would have been a second warning or something.
That'd have been like
third warning.
Right? Or it'd have been like stop leading with her, I guess.
Because he had warned her twice, maybe.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if he'd have took the point away, like, or addressed it when he initially headbutted her, like it'd have been different. But
yeah, the refs are so weird sometimes on those productions because it's like who's paying them and who's asking them to keep the action going that way. You know, like even in the UFC, some refs are like stand up, and it's like someone told him.
Yeah.
They want the stand up.
Well, the thing is, so Serrano, it probably looked bad on her end that she was cut open and gashed open, right? Because when the initial headbutt happened, the ref didn't address it.
Yeah.
The ref didn't stop the fight.
So that just looks like she's gashed.
The ref didn't go, hey, stop. Like that was a headbutt. That's why she's bleeding. Like, because it was a big headbutt. Like everybody saw it. But then the ref didn't even address it. It wasn't until a couple rounds later that he's like, oh, like stop with the leading with your head. Headbutts. So on a judge's perspective, you know, Katie Taylor they probably think, oh, like she split her open, beating her up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that gave her the competitive edge. And, you know, but since
so he was trying to fix it.
He was trying to patch that up. Like 3 rounds later, like takes the point away. But it's like at that point, it's too late. You know, if you're a judge and you're ringside, you don't have a monitor. You're trying to like judge it based on what you see, and all you see is she's gashed open, and you don't even know what happened.
Yeah,
maybe a judge did, but
yeah, that is true though.
Which is probably why, in my opinion, that Katie Taylor got away with that W.
That decision,
even though it wasn't. It was kind of.
It was too close for that. I mean, it was the other girl should have won. I think.
Even with a point deduction, she still got a UD.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, did they patch it up again and give her the fight?
I don't know,
because the ref was bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right though. He should have put that narrative in the judges' minds
immediately.
Yeah, like that's what happened. It's not even a narrative. It's like that's the truth. She's only opened up because of the headbutt.
Yeah.
And then maybe they wouldn't judge it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But they think she's busting her up, and she still was in a sense. But
yeah, and they were legit fighting, so it's hard to tell. But still. When you're at home, you could see it clearly.
That skin was falling off her eye like a loose sock, dude. And like it looked rough.
My son said that. He's like, this lady has a piece of her head missing. I'm like, what? And her eyebrow. It's like, it's a piece of her head. So funny, dude.
Yeah, but they fought hard.
That was a scrap. I like that fight. Even, you know, I think the decisions were weird all night, too.
I really like that Mario Barrios fight.
Yeah.
Right before that, too. That those two were like slinging some leather. So.
Yeah, I called it, too. I'm like, the dude he's fighting, you know, they're giving Mario Barrios all the credit or whatever, but the other guy, he was real quiet and confident, and I'm like, that guy can fight. You could tell from the press conference. And then when they announced him, they're like, he was from Arizona or something. I'm like,
he's from Casa Grande.
I was like, that's my dog.
Casa Grande, dude.
I knew that was my dog for a reason.
Yeah, his team corner looked like they worked at Taco Boys.
That's funny, dude.
Or Taco Carbone.
Yeah, the fucking. You seen the guy that does the Taco Boys ads?
Yeah,
that guy. Forget his name, but he's always on the roof or something like that, dude.
Yeah, the Mario Barrios. Well, I mean, the first half, I think Mario really had that fight, and then it just turned into like a back and forth going into 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and then you know you end up with a majority draw. You know, that's just what happens. They'll fight again, I think.
Yeah, it was good enough for them to fight again.
Yeah,
it was also weird that Jake Paul is like for half the card and against the other half the card. Like he's helping, like he was with the Amanda girl.
Oh, but he's been like behind Amanda Serrano for.
But I mean,
for a
like
while.
even it's like he can't. It's like he has obviously like a vested interest in half the card winning.
Yeah,
like this is my team, and that's it. I was like, hey, what the fuck? It would suck to be the other guys. It's like you're my boss, and you all don't want me to win.
I think Amanda Serrano was like the first person he signed
Okay.
to his MVP promotion.
Okay, gotcha.
They both live in Puerto Rico because Jake Paul lives in Puerto Rico, and so does Amanda Serrano's from Puerto Rico.
So they're doing that whole thing.
They're doing that whole thing, and then
dude,
I don't know who else he's sponsoring in that fight card,
right?
But like that Indian dude in the first fight,
yeah,
doing some like
he was interesting too. I called it right.
Prince Nassim shit.
Yeah, right when he came out, I'm like his hands are so low. He's either good or he's dumb. Like he's either just dumb or he's like that good where he's like, watch this.
He's fighting people that are giving him the ability to fight in that way. But I think the second he steps in competition, that's not going to fly anymore.
Right. Someone's going to take advantage of that.
Because he was getting popped by a guy who shouldn't even pop him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that dude. I guess he's just like an influencer or a famous guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said he's super famous in Brazil. I'm like, that's dope. I've never heard of him, but yeah, he held it down. I guess the other guy just, I don't know if the Goyat or whatever guy. Yeah. I think he was skilled but old or something was going on. There was something there, but they said he was the most promising boxer in India in 2008. We started laughing. We're like, oh, 8? What the fuck? What's that? That's not. Please don't bring that stat up. Like that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah, that's a good stat though.
Yeah, in 2008, it's like, what was I doing in 08?
Listening to Ludacris.
Yeah. What'd you think of the main fight, dude? What'd you think of Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? Was it everything you expected?
Yeah.
That you expected it to go that way, pretty much.
Yeah. I called it on a live stream too. They were talking about like how does this fight end, and I was like, boring unanimous decision.
Yeah.
And nobody I don't know.
Nobody wanted that answer out of you?
No, not at all.
They're like, come on,
man. You think like Killer Mike Tyson is gonna go to a unanimous decision to Jake Paul? And I'm like, I absolutely believe so.
I thought maybe either win or lose, it's gonna be a quick fight. Like he's either gonna have it or not, and we'll find out round 1. And we did, but I think Jake kind of drug it on
a little bit.
There were some rounds where I was like, oh, is he playing with them or is he just?
I think Jake Paul is too big. And Jake Paul's not good enough to put on size like that and maintain what he's been doing over the last 5-6 years.
So do you think his performance was not the same as?
Not the same because he got way too big for this fight, in my opinion. He couldn't move. He looked tired.
He probably didn't even need all that size. You think?
No.
He could have handled Mike.
He could have handled Mike. I think if he would have kept it around 200, 215, he would did some terrible things to Mike Tyson. But
yeah.
He looked slow. He looked tired. They both did, but Mike Tyson obviously he's going out there in a slingshot ST strong sleeve.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, damn, he's got a knee brace. I'm like, are you gonna take that off? Like,
it's not a knee brace. It's a neoprene knee sleeve.
Okay.
It's like what I wear when I squat.
What does it do? It just holds everything.
Keeps everything warm.
Oh. Okay.
So it doesn't do any bounce. It doesn't have much resistance unless it gets a really small one. But they keep your knees warm, and obviously he had an issue with that knee. You can see it in his footwork.
Yeah, he was not moving every once in a while. Just kind of standing there.
Mike Tyson, he's doing the thing he does. He's bobbing and weaving. His head's telling him, "Move your head." Hey, get out the way. Get out the way. Move. Stick and move. But his legs are just not fucking there anymore.
That's crazy. Yeah.
His legs are not moving with the rest of his body, and it just looked awkward. It kind of looked like. It kind of looked like a newborn gazelle, just kind of
yeah, because you're right. His top half was kind of doing that.
His top half was moving,
but he wasn't getting in. He wasn't covering the distance and all that.
He couldn't get out the way. He couldn't cover distance.
Yeah.
He couldn't. It was just really weird.
Yeah, I was hoping to see some of that. He was showing on the highlights with Cordero, where he had him backed up in the corner and he'd stop punching. Oh, that's going to be the finishing shot. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that.
Well, dude,
but it didn't happen.
The thing about pads is they don't hit back, dude.
Yeah, they didn't happen. That was bummed, dude. I was bummed. I mean, I did like that he came out in the first round pretty hard, though.
I wasn't bummed. I was bummed watching him fight
Roy Jones.
Yeah. I didn't want to see that then, and then I didn't want to see this now.
I didn't ask for
when they
shit.
Postponed it the first time because he had an ulcer issue on a plane. I was like, dude, this guy is just He needs to focus on his health. You know, I was afraid. I
He
was
would
more
die in there?
afraid Tyson was going to have a stroke mid-fight versus.
Yeah, I did think of that too. I'm like, what? Because he gets so worked up.
Yeah.
Like you said, the mental's there, but the body isn't.
Yeah.
What if you're so angry, but you can't? You know, it's like he's gonna have a stroke, dude. Just stroke out.
I was scared about that the whole time, you know, and I don't want to see Mike go out like that.
Die.
I don't care if Mike gets hit, you know, because he's been hit thousands of times. He probably doesn't feel it.
And he's hit so many people. He like it's coming to you, you know. Like you're a fighter. Like it is what it is.
Well, I just at that age, man. Like I don't care who you are. There's no.
So what do you think the ultimate factor was? The age. It had to be, right? It wasn't that Jake sucked. It was like Mike just wasn't there.
Mike wasn't there, and then like. You know, your body atrophies after a certain age, especially when you put it through so much stress. And
I was hoping someone would have already had Mike on stem cells and all that though. Like they got the new Mike out, the new superhuman Mike.
Yeah,
but he's just been doing shrooms.
And I think Jake Paul is like good for what he's doing and the people he's fighting. Like he's doing the right things.
He's winning. Yeah, keeps winning.
Yeah, he doesn't have a second gear, in my opinion. It's just not there yet. He doesn't have a second game plan either. Like I've never seen Jake Paul like get put
through adversity and then switch it up
and then have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Like have a plan B or be able to adjust mid fight.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
That's why he lost against Tommy Fury.
Yeah, because it was like a different challenge.
Yeah, because he didn't have a plan B. He didn't have a plan B. He never does, and he can't really. He has nothing else to rely on.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Like when if you do move up in competition, right? It's like you're not going to be able to rely on the one trick pony thing or the fact that you're old.
Well, what he's doing is working though. Like I respect it because, and like don't come for me when I say this, but like why did we tune in to watch Floyd Mayweather? Because
we didn't like him.
We didn't like him.
We want to see him lose.
Want to see him lose.
He doesn't get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing with Jake Paul.
Yeah. I said that too about Mike last night we were watching. I'm like, it doesn't feel right. Like normally Mike's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, Mike's gonna get this guy out of here. Like we're hoping the other guy has a chance. Now we're like hoping Mike Tyson has a chance. I'm like, this fucking didn't feel right anyway. You know what I mean? Like this isn't the way I want Mike Tyson anyway.
Yeah.
Like I want him to be the A-side scary guy. Right now it's like we're hoping he does good.
Like, I remember watching Mike Tyson fight. Who was the dude that knocked him out? The big
Buster
dude.
Douglas, Lennox Lewis. Yeah, I was telling my family. I remember Lennox Lewis fight.
I remember watching the Lennox Lewis fight and thinking like, this is about to be crazy. I was a kid,
yeah,
mind you, and it was that one where like they put the security guards like halfway through the ring.
Mike Tyson bit his leg in the presser or whatever.
Yeah,
right. They had like a big old beef.
Yeah, it was a bad one, and then Mike Tyson just got
Lennox
starched.
Lewis is fucking too big and too good though.
Yeah,
Lennox Lewis was.
I thought it was over for Mike Tyson then.
Yeah, that's enough, Mike.
Yeah, but if Jake Paul would have fought the Mike Tyson that was in the Hangover movies, I think Mike Tyson would have had a better shot then.
Yeah, that was what 10 years ago or something. Yeah, dude.
10 years at that age, dude,
and he was crazy.
And he was crazy. Yeah.
He was. There was none of this like big success going on. The Hangover was a thing. They threw him a bone. Like, let's put Mike Tyson in the movie because he's a crazy fucker. You know, it wasn't like this calm down Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
It was face tat Mike Tyson, prime fucking face tat. So, yeah, you're right. Jake would have had no chance. Plus, Jake would have been, how old would Jake have been?
12.
Teenager? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but that's always the thing.
Yeah,
that's always the fight thing, right? It's like if you would have had him in your prime, you know, it's like fucking, I've set George Foreman up in his prime against anybody. You know what I mean? That's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, go get Big George.
Yeah. But it was a successful night for them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people watching that. There's so many people posting about that. I thought nobody would have been watching it at all because I don't think anybody watched like the last 4 Jake Paul fights.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Like the last one he fought Mike Perry. I feel like nobody really watched that one.
I don't remember anyone talking that one up. Diaz.
The Diaz fight, like some people watched it, but it had been the niche crowd, like me. Like,
yeah.
And then he fought 2 random people before that, and then he fought.
He knocked the fuck out of that dude, the Augustus, whatever that guy.
Was bad.
Fucked that dude up. I'm like, who is that guy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if he's a legit boxer, but I know Tommy Fury got him. I mean, you know, give him more work than.
But he still dropped Tommy Fury.
That's true.
You know,
stiff jab.
In my eyes, that's a W for him. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's just I don't know. When you got that many people watching and talking about you, and we're talking about it right now, I think you've done the right things to assert yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
You've made it. You made it happen.
You made your point.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just don't know what's next for him. To be honest with you,
I was
like,
gonna ask you that. Who would you want to see him fight? Like, who's another legit guy? Like Mike Perry was great. You know what I mean?
undersized.
I know,
Yeah.
but I mean, without knowing that, like when they told me that, I'm like, yeah, let's get this.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, I wanted that, but it's like this guy can fight, and he's like you said, he's big,
Hmm.
so the damage isn't really doing much to him. So we need somebody that can crack.
I can see.
Who's out there? I don't even know his weight class. Who's a boxer? Like he said, if he wins, he's going to call it Canelo, but I don't even want to see that.
Yeah, well, Canelo would make him come down to like 185.
Okay, that's like that would be like a split, a catch. What's
Well,
Canelo? Is he smaller than that?
I think Canelo's fought it like as
Okay.
heavy as light heavyweight.
Okay.
He's fought, which is I want to say is like 186 or something.
I wonder where he does his best work too. You know,
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
like where does he feel the best?
I know there's like ex heavyweight MMA fighters that are fighting like bare knuckle.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. Like JDS.
Yeah.
Jake Paul, JDS.
Yeah, dude. Somebody that's got some fucking hands.
Yeah.
And it's also you need someone that doesn't care about the moment.
You could get a Jake Paul, Jorge Masvidal next.
That's bad for Masvidal.
That's a bad one.
Bad for Masvidal. Poor Masvidal.
He didn't look great against Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
either.
dude.
He just
look. I think he hit his stardom too late.
Yeah.
You know, when everyone was into him, he was a fucking young gunner,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just got popular too late.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sounds like what's the other guy too? I fucking love him. Alex Pereira's trainer.
Oh, Glover Teixeira,
dude.
Yeah,
that's my dog right there. I love that guy so much, and he's just like we got him too late. And even when he lost to fucking Yuri or whatever, he almost had it.
Yeah,
I don't know why he dove on him. I don't know why he jumped on him.
He made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know why he jumped on him, but he's a jiu-jitsu guy, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's just
a habit.
It's just pain, dude.
Yeah.
When you have your favorites, sometimes it's just pain.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of options for Jake Paul, but it's not going to be things we want to see.
Yeah,
we're not going to see Canelo. We're not going to see him against Wilder. Like,
right, someone that can really fuck him up.
Yeah,
I want to see someone that doesn't care about the moment. Like Mike Perry, I thought wouldn't care, but like you say, he's undersized. I just don't. I want to see someone that doesn't give a fuck. He's Jake Paul. Like I want to just see that. You know who gives me that vibe though, dude?
His brother. Just kidding.
Yeah, just riding in the car, laughing with him.
Yeah,
like I'm making money off this too. Drink Prime. You know who gives me that vibe that the moment doesn't get to him? Stipe.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Stipe and John, dude. That's tonight, right?
That is tonight.
That's in a few hours, so I guess we'll get like a prediction, and then this will come out after.
I hate to say this again, but this goes unanimous decision.
Boring
or split.
Do you think it's like
I wouldn't say boring, but it's not going to be
KO.
It's not going to be this domination that people think is going to happen from John Jones to Stipe. And like the only reason I even watched MMA and got into it was because of John Jones. It was one of the first fights I ever saw, like at a bar, like as an adult, like was John Jones versus Rashad Evans.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And we were all the way out there. I think we were at like some bar way out there in Surprise, and it was like insane, you know. Like that was the first time I saw the Korean Zombie fight. Like, so
it blew your mind.
It blew my mind.
These guys are skilled and talented.
I was into the UFC before that too,
but not knowing the fighters and their profiles.
I went from casual to all the way in that night. You know, I was like, yo, I'm hooked.
Yeah, from knowing like Chuck Liddell, a couple guys, to like, who are these dudes? Yeah,
yeah, like John Jones. I ride for John Jones. Like, like I don't like I am a John Jones like apologist. Like,
yeah,
you know,
she had it.
He
coming.
does no wrong now. Not that far, but like in my eyes, like he's the GOAT. Like like I love Daniel Cormier, but some of my biggest celebrations in watching like UFC was watching him beat Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, Daniel Cormier is so skilled too. He's such a nice guy.
Like I'd root for DC
every other fight
except those ones, and I'd be like, no, fuck DC. Like,
yeah, die.
Yeah, but this one, I just don't feel.
You don't feel the
I don't
confidence
feel confidence behind either of them. But also, there's like this narrative that Stipe hasn't fought in this long, and like yada yada yada, like he's old, and I'm like, well, other than the round one fight against Cyril Gane, like John didn't fight for a long time.
Yeah.
And John didn't even
it's
look
not
like
their
he was.
fault.
Yeah, he didn't even look like he was in shape either. Like,
Yeah.
got too big,
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't catch up to him where he doesn't give a fuck and doesn't train fully.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's training more because it's a different weight class now, but
Stipe looks big though.
Stipe's always looked kind of strong and kind of
he looks particularly big
sturdy,
right now, and he's lighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he's like 240 something, but
So he's kind of lean.
lean.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's like Stipe gives me that vibe where it's like he's fought fires and shit. He doesn't care about the
John's
moment.
in like 230. John's like 230 something right now. But Stipe looks a little more less skinny fat than John does right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think about like the temperament too. Like Stipe's so cool and collected and whatever, but John Jones has that fake nice to him where he's like, hey, have a good morning. But you know he wants to kill somebody late. Like he's fucked up. He's not a nice dude.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, all praise to Jesus Christ. You're like, I know you. Like I know you're not like that.
Yeah.
Like you'll fucking choke someone up standing up and drop him on the floor like he did what you call it?
Lyoto
Machida. He just standing fucking guillotine just drops him. Like I always show my family that I'm like, watch. This is the best highlight.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite ones
because
like,
it's
there's a camera angle where like he's choking him out and like his arm drops and there's a fan in the back that's telling the ref he's out. He's out.
Please save him.
Let him out.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's just it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I like that. It's like I don't like that about him. It's like what a fucking crazy fucker. But we're talking about a fighter, so I love that about him. That it's like he turns it on. He's like really actually mean.
Yeah.
People say that about him. Like no, he's a mean dude. Like
it's almost like he has to do the wrath of God thing.
Yeah.
To like, maintain it outside of
to keep it in the middle. Like he's like has to be a Jesus freak because every other thing that's pulling him, any of all his other emotions, are like to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
it feels like that. To
be
me.
a party animal, be a drug addict.
Yeah, like be selfish,
be
do whatever you want.
Yeah,
all the things that make you a good fighter, like that make you want to train and do whatever, and go and dominate. You know, it's like I see that in that dude. So it's hard to bet against him. It's hard to say like Stipe's gonna. I don't know. Like Stipe seems calm and shit, but it might be an act.
I don't know. I think Stipe just never has been a moment's too big kind of a guy, no matter what. So we could, and honestly, like Stipe's good enough of a wrestler
to just mitigate everything,
to nullify any exchanges that John could try to take it to the ground, or even in the clinch and all that stuff. Like John likes to clinch and throw elbows or clinch and throw knees, and like
that's another. He is like the dirtiest clinch work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing about this,
like shoulder
when Stipe fought DC, like you didn't see much wrestling there because DC already knew. Like I don't know if I'd be wasting my time trying to wrestle with this guy, so I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Yeah,
you know, this could be we could be seeing a lot of teep kicks and oblique kicks tonight. We can see Stipe losing his kneecaps tonight.
That's like, John Jones shit.
John Jones shit. We could be seeing some real John Jones shit tonight.
Yeah, hopefully, dude.
Hopefully, but
yeah, I want to see that. I want to see. Like I said, I want to see that meanness, that mean streak shit come out because there's so many examples of it. Like when they talk about when he broke his toe, he's pushing up against the guy. It's like he's different, but he acts like a nice dude. But I want to see that tonight. And I want to see if Steve, I want to do the MMA math a little bit too. Like Stipe's beat so many people, so many big giant strikers, you know, and it's like, do you still put John Jones?
There's nothing about John Jones that's scary to Stipe, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. Because he's fought Alistair, he's fought a bunch of people.
He's fought Alistair, he's fought JDS.
Like Alistair to me brings up.
He fought Francis Ngannou and like goose egged him the first time they fought.
Yeah.
You know, and then he came running head first and got knocked out by Francis. Yeah. But I feel like Stipe, if he'd have kept going, he'd have beat Francis in a third fight.
Yeah, different game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So what do you got? You got long drawn out fight.
I got a 5-round. Interesting fight. It's not going to be a banger.
It's not. It's like a Derek Lewis and Ngannou.
No, it's not going to be like that.
Like stalemate.
I could be wrong, but
too much respect on each other.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be like a karate point fight tonight, maybe. And that's just Stipe kind of will chase you.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Stipe will chase you around the ring, and
just want to end it either way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's something about it. I just don't feel like I'm gonna get. And it could just be because I could be jaded because of how fights have been over the last like 6 months,
especially with the build-ups. Yeah,
yeah. You know,
some stuff gets built up and never produces, but the fights you're not expecting to do good are good.
Yeah, like Max Holloway, like that was like both times. The last time when he fought Ilya Topuria and he got knocked out, crazy, blew my mind. Exciting when he fought Justin Gaethje, he knocked him out, crazy, blew my mind. But other than that, like a lot of these fights, like you get to there, all the hype, and I'm like, wow, that was not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, they're just like overselling the people's attributes sometimes. They're like, this guy's crazy this way. You're like, he didn't do any of that.
Like tonight could end in an eye poke. No contest.
Don't say that.
Because they got rid of the new
gloves.
The new gloves are gone.
I didn't think of that. Fuck. Stipe, watch your eyes.
Well, Stipe got the shit poked out of him fighting DC.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. John's got long ass hands and fingers. I don't know. Hopefully it's not an eye poke.
Yeah.
I'll take a long drawn out fight over an eye poke.
Yeah, I mean that's my prediction. The unanimous decision, John Jones, but not going to be as exciting as you think. It's not going to be a knocks him out, like he's not going to steamroll him and then just go, "Hey, I'm Tom Aspinall, like you're next, bitch." Or
did you think? What do you think
Pereira, you're next. Like,
what do you think of that? That he doesn't want to fight Tom. People think he should have to, but whatever, right?
You know what? Like, I think the court of public opinion just keeps moving the down marker on him, moving the goalpost. And it's, John's the GOAT until there's a new fresh meat. And then it's like, oh, if you don't fight him, it's going to tarnish your legacy.
When does it end? Yeah.
What? John doesn't have to fight. John could not fight tonight.
Yeah. It'd still be
still be like John Jones, the greatest fighter.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
There's no tarnishing a legacy.
He could call off 30 minutes before his shift tonight.
Yeah.
An hour ahead of his shift, and he's good.
There's nothing about Tom Aspinall that does anything for him, and I can see why he feels that way.
Yeah.
But if he wants to continue to be the champion of that division,
you have to face whoever's next.
You have to, But if you don't, if that doesn't matter to you, then like I think John saying, I'll vacate the title to take a BMF fight with Alex Pereira because I feel like it just does more for me.
Yeah.
And I think he's right.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I think he's right. And the purist in me, sure, I'd love to see you go fight Tom Aspinall because I just want to see.
Yeah.
But if you're talking legacy and like what has more value and what means more, it's gonna be
fun shit.
Yeah, just go do some fun shit. There's no point. He's won the most title fights in UFC history. Yeah. He's had the most dominant title run at light heavyweight. His first heavyweight fight, like he steamrolls the guy, and now it's he has to. Now they want him to clear out the heavyweight division. It's just like he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
And what happens if he beats Tom Aspinall?
Nothing.
John Jones has always been the greatest fighter, and I never
another
got him for a second, and now. And now Tom Aspinall, maybe the moment was too big, and he wasn't as good as we thought he was. We haven't seen much from Tom Aspinall out of the first round.
It's like lose for him. Yeah,
yeah.
And it's like people that are stuck on that. You have to fight the number one contender thing. That's like an antiquated style.
He's not the number one contender though. He's the
interim. But I mean, the next number one guy in line or whatever, like that's what's right. That's antiquated now. Like the WWE owns this or whatever. Now they just do BMF.
Well, you think about the WBA, WBO, WBC champions. Like they could go decades without fighting each other, and there can be a lineal champ in the mix of all that too.
Yeah,
and they can almost never fight each other. That in the boxing heavyweight championship, that hasn't happened until this year. How long was Tyson Fury the lineal champ?
Yeah,
years, right?
Yeah,
that all of those didn't collide until this year.
Yeah,
and
it's like they didn't collide until Ngannou.
We have Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz to thank because Andy Ruiz took that belt.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
and then
from that Joshua fight.
And then if Andy Ruiz never beat Joshua would have never
had to do anything,
fight anybody that would take titles from him.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that Ruiz.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
So
that was another fucking game changer.
Took his confidence from him, and then Anthony Joshua fought him again. Took the titles back, and then it was like, you know what? I am the man. Fights Usyk, loses it, and then makes it a tasty fight for Fury to go fight Usyk, and now Usyk beat him, so now there's no lineal champ. Like Usyk is the champ.
Yeah, it's all topsy-turvy since then.
Yeah,
that's fucking interesting. I forgot about that dude. He fucking changed the world for a little bit.
Andy Ruiz, and nobody cares anymore.
No, well, I don't think he handled it right. I think he kind of just thought he was the man for a second, and then he went on Joe Rogan and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He was like balling out, but I don't know if it like translated to keep training or
maybe I don't
you
know.
know what I mean? Like he just again guy got everything at once, like kind of late or whatever. I don't know how long he's been fighting, but he was unknown for me. You know what I mean? It's for that, and it's like knocks that dude
Tyson
out.
Fury?
No, what you call it? Ruiz.
Oh, Ruiz. Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? He was just like some dude for me, and then I'm like, oh shit, he's popping, and then you know.
Yeah, I think he partied with the wrong people when he won the title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sounded like he was.
You can tell he was like, like hanging around,
which is cool. Take advantage, have fun,
doing some late night shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like eating tacos until 4 a.m,
Yep.
fucking doing coke.
I don't know if it translated over to him. You know, keep going.
I don't. I think he had too many people digging in his pockets, in my opinion.
Yeah,
he had too many, and since it's so new to him, he was probably like he had so many people he needed to please and see and take care of that. Like,
don't forget about me and shit.
Being hungry enough, like no pun intended. Being hungry enough to train as if like you're not meant to have any of this stuff, like you're trying to go get it, just wasn't there the second time.
Yeah,
and it hasn't been there since, in my opinion. Like
that's what I was thinking.
He's beat some good people since then, but then he's gone to a draw in his last fight and he broke his hand and he just doesn't really care. And like, there's nothing about him that just says, I want to be a title contender again.
Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to be. He was just supposed to get steamrolled that
That's
night.
what I'm saying. Yeah, and it just went crazy. That was I don't know if I don't remember looking up if anyone won on that fight, but sometimes people cash out crazy when they bet on those.
A lot of people did.
Yeah,
I bet.
So cool.
But that was a trap fight. If you follow boxing, like if you know anything about Andy Ruiz, like you would have thought like that. This is probably a bad matchup for Anthony Joshua if he fights him like he's a nobody.
Mm-hmm. Which he did.
Yeah, like he was gonna go out there and try to like kind of show out on him, and then like you got a dude who's been like fighting like in Golden Gloves forever, and like he's like a fast hands dude. Like deceivably like has some of the fastest hands in the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
like,
combinations are crazy on that.
Yeah.
So cool. It's so cool
shaped like me and just like throwing
it's just so
punches.
cool that anyone can have a night,
Yeah.
You could go out there and change the fucking world. Hell yeah, man.
Stipe can do that tonight.
You think so?
He could.
Is it gonna do anything for Stipe if he beats John? What do you think? Is it add to him? You look at him any different? He's already beat so many people.
They'll probably push a rematch.
Ooh.
Tom Aspinall gets nothing.
Wait around, Tommy.
Wait around, dude. And honestly, like that, and what I was trying to get to in this little thing we were talking about is that like Tom Aspinall, if he really wanted to get something out of this, he could have like his whole thing should be, John Jones, you're not even the champion. I am. Everybody knows it. I'm gonna go defend my championship, and if you want to call yourself the champion, come holler at me. Come tap in with your boy.
Yeah, give him the FOMO.
Yeah,
like I'm doing it over here. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You're doing your Masters League over there.
Yeah, dude.
Old guy shit.
You're doing 3-on-3s, whatever. The Shaq, everybody, the Ice Cube 3-on-3.
Yeah, you're doing 3-on-3.
The big three.
Like, I'm fighting the real contenders over here.
That
I'm
would
the champion.
That's the move. Yeah.
Because he's getting paid championship money no matter what.
Yeah, just start booking fights. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We want to see Frank Mir 2.0 anyway. That's him, dude. Tom Aspinall reminds me of Frank Mir so much.
Like he should he should be like, John, retire. Like there's no point. Like you're not gonna fight me anyways. You're the champ. I'm the champ.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Exactly. So
it's the only answer. It's the only answer to deal with the John Jones thing, because he's gonna be able to choose whoever the fuck he wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's John Jones. He doesn't owe you anything.
All right.
So another thing we wanted to get into, dude. We like talking about all these competitions, this one-on-one kind of vibe, right? We love boxing, UFC. The man on man, mano a mano kind of vibe, right?
Yep.
Another thing we're super into is battle raps.
Yeah.
We talked about battle raps on our last episode. I'm even trying to get some battle rappers on the show. One day I'm going to get these guys on the show. I'm going to start one by one. I'm going to get them on here.
Yeah.
We're going to start with this guy. You wanted to watch one of the battles that's out. This is a pretty new battle, right?
Yeah. New league too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Heart of the City or
Heart of the City, yeah.
Black Ice. I don't know what it's called. No, Black Ice is the other one. Black Ice Cartel.
I think that's a different one. Yeah.
But yeah,
this one's in a cage. Ironically, kind of going with the theme that we already have.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
In a cage. Avocado's running the audio visuals on
The
this one
goat.
too. So
A goat.
the goat. You
Yeah.
can tell because they're all sweating and it's really hot in that bitch. Like,
Yeah, they got the good camera
they got
angles,
the
the
good
low
camera.
angles. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of funny though. Like when you watch this one, like they have their own like little. They have their own little ad libs in the back when somebody drops a hard line.
Did you already watch this?
No.
Oh, you fucker! I was waiting.